My video today, I'm going to start with this picture. This is a post that someone put up on Facebook, and I copied it because I was thinking that in a way I must have a man's mentality, because you see this list of all these things that women want: loyalty, money, superhuman sex, love, gifts, and it goes on and on. I don't need all that. I just don't need that in a relationship. I don't feel it's necessary to have his email account or his phone access, contacts, all that kind of thing. I don't see the point of it. But maybe that's me. And then I was watching, after I put this up, and I put it up and I made my my post like, I must have a men's mentality. And then I see the reaction I was getting, and I had a female friend put that she doesn't need the things from the women's side. But then it was from the man's perspective, is that they agreed with the women's side of the list. And I was thinking, and I commented to this person, I'm not going to name any names or anything else, and if he watches the video, he'll know who he is. But I reacted to his comment, is that the women that, it must have been from the women you have experienced, that they all need that. And then I watched some YouTube videos today, 2 of them, and it was a relationship that broke up, and she made a video against him and then had to recant because she lied, and he was reacting to her reaction, or from her video. Okay, so back to what I was saying, now that I had to switch rooms. I was watching his reaction video, and it really got me going. Like that post yesterday, and then the 2 videos this morning on how people's perspective on relationship are, and how all women, because of men have experiences with women, we all get lumped into that one basket. But then I thought about it, and it really got me going. And I wrote a comment. I was going to actually post this on Facebook, and I wasn't going to make a video. So I'm going to put, I put it in my notebook. It's going to be what I was going to put on Facebook. I didn't. I'm going to read it to you now. And it says, I was actually thinking of making a rant video just now, but thought better of it. Once I really thought about it, I figured, yes, I see the point of the reactions from both sides. Like my post last night about what guys and girls want in a relationship, that started the whole thing going in my mind. Then 2 videos I was watching this morning really got me going to the point I was practically yelling at the computer. Yes, I think I lost my damn mind. I guess it goes to the whole premise that because there are women out there that treat their men with such disrespect, I guess we can call it, and demand their paychecks, all their attention, and treat them like they can't have a life besides living and breathing for her 100%. That automatically all women are lumped into the one basket, that we are all like that. When we say we are not like that, we are not believed or not trusted because of past experiences. On the other hand, on the other end of the spectrum, I could see it from a man's point of view too, or that's the men's point of view, but I could see it from a woman's point of view too. Is on the other end of the spectrum, we as ladies do the same thing to men. All men get put into the basket of being asses, abusers, or whatever you have dealt with in the past. Where we don't see sometimes that there are really good guys that we have passed up or haven't even given a second thought to, because we automatically think all men are the same. So women use all those things in their mind to avoid past experiences, and it ends up being the same thing because she couldn't get past the fact that all men are not the same. That was going to be my post on Facebook. But I figured I would just make a video on it, that I can see it from both points of view, because I've had past experiences where we're not very good, and then I've had some really good guys that wanted to, be with me, and I didn't see past, oh, well, this is going to happen, or that's going to happen. I didn't give it a chance, and I could see it. But then it upsets me that all women are put into that basket, but then on the other hand, all men are put in the same basket, where they're all asses, or they're all abusers, or they all treat you where all men are going to treat you like you're a piece of dirt on the ground, that you need to serve them and treat them like, and women have this premise where they need to be treated like a princess in a relationship, and they need to be showered with gifts, and they need all this stuff, and it's like, wait a minute, there are women out there that don't care about gifts, and don't spend, they don't want you to spend money on them, or they could think of 50 other things that you could spend money on instead of this big extravagant diamond ring, where I've seen women make a big damn deal about, oh, the ring wasn't that big, or he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that. But think of the 10,000 other things that he does do that you aren't giving him credit for, and vice versa. Men are the same way, or women talk about men the same way, where, oh, this isn't getting taken care of and this isn't getting taken care of, but the guy works 8 to 12 hours a day and he's putting food on your table and you don't have to want for a damn thing. Where's that premise? Like, why does it have to be, I'm not getting X, X, and O, but I'm getting, just for an example. You might not have the best car, and you might not have the house on the mountain, and you might not live on an island, but you have, what you need specifically to survive. And if you're not providing it for yourself, who's providing it for you? And is it because he wants to be with you and he loves you, or are you forcing him to do it? Like, where some guys get the short end of the stick in that perspective, is like, oh, he's a good guy and he works and he takes care of what he has and blah, blah, blah. But he gets lumped into this basket where, oh, well, he's just like every other guy, where he's going to cheat and he's going to do this and he's going to do that, and that's so not the case. But because of past experiences, here he is sitting in the little basket with all the other asses. And then on the women's side, there's some good girls out there that treat their men like kings and will do anything for them. And because of these other women that are like, blah, 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 I need this, I need this, I need this, I want your phone, I want to know who you're talking to at all times, I want you to live and breathe for me. We get lumped into this little basket. And I'm not saying that I haven't had I'm not saying that all women are as laid back and chilled as me. I'm not saying I'm perfect in any way, but I'm not sitting there like, oh my God, he didn't call me in 5 minutes, or oh my God, I don't have this, this, and this. I don't care. I have clothes, I have food, I have a roof over my head. No, I don't have a car, but who the hell cares? I have what I need at this moment. I'm taken care of. I don't have to have everything, and I don't need to have access to your phone. If you don't have trust in a relationship, then what do you have? You have to have that sense, oh, I can trust you. Then what do you have, really? Where you're expecting everything to be on your plate. I like the idea of having someone that can go out and have a good time and come home to me. It's like, oh, I'm going out with my friends. Okay, see you later. You know, they go out, they have a good time, they come home. No big deal. I don't need to call him and say, I'm going out with my friends. I don't need to call him 50 times and be like, what are you doing? What are you wearing? What are you eating? You know? It's not, I don't see a point to it. And maybe that's me. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I know there's a lot of other women like that out there. But seeing like that post and how women need all that and how men perceive that women need all that, where we're all lumped into one basket. And then I'm thinking, on the same hand, we do the same thing to men. We do the same thing where we lump all men into one basket, because I've had an abuser and I've had a physical and mental abuse, and I've had a guy that cheated on me how many times in a relationship where, yeah, you put your guard up like 100%, and the next relationship gets the same thing, and the next relationship where the guy might not have done a damn thing, but he's still in that basket because you can't let him out. Because if you let him out of the basket, then what the hell, you know? So you don't have any defense after that. It's like, and if it does happen after that, you know, like you let him out of the basket of how you group the men. You let the one guy out of the basket and say he doesn't even cheat, but you feel that he's done something to offend you in that way, where he's talking to another girl. And then it's like, oh my God, he's going to cheat like the other guy. And it's like, that might not happen. You can't live your life. You can't, I'm sorry, but you can't live your life with these people in baskets. It's like you have to let them out. There's a basket for where, and on one hand, there's good women in that basket that you're not giving a chance to, or because you're not giving a chance to, or you get into the relationship and they might question something or one thing, and then all of a sudden it's everything that happened in your last relationship is put onto that one person, and that might have not have been the case at all. And the other way around, you gave up a good guy, which I've done. I can admit I was in a relationship with a good guy, but certain things were not jiving in my direction. Like, when it happened, I wasn't ready for it, and I'm not saying I don't have a good guy now, which is the whole idea of it, where this made me think about the whole lumping guys or girls into the baskets, is where there's a good guy, and because of flaws that he might have in his own mind, where he was questioning this or questioning that, made me put up a defense and be like, no, I don't want to be with you because I've done this before. And it wasn't even the point of that, where we've talked after we've broken up, and it wasn't the point of that. It was the point that he didn't understand how I was, or like we weren't in it long enough to say, oh, I understand this is how you are, or this is how he was. Where we don't give each other a chance to get to that point. But anyway, this whole video kind of got out of hand. It was the whole point of how we perceive men or women, like vice versa, where after certain experiences we lump them into one basket, where all men are one way and all women are the other way, and not giving some people a chance, and not seeing that they might not actually be like that. Like, being in a relationship with someone who's not, oh my God, I need to know what you're doing 100% of the time. I need to know this. I want to know who's on your phone. I want to know your contacts. I want to know this. You have to give me all your money. It takes a while to get used to. I know. And, or being the person who doesn't need all that, but the person that you're with wants to be like, oh, but here, you need this. And it's like, I don't need it. I don't need to spend money on things I don't need. I don't need things handed to me, where some women do. And for the men's perspective, having been in an abusive relationship and having other things, people talk down to you and treat you a certain way, it takes a long time to get used to not having that. Where for a while that was all I knew, and that was all, if it wasn't happening, then I didn't know how to react. Now I'm much better, but in the beginning it was like, oh, well, I've already had this, and this experience, and if you're going to do this, at least let me know you're going to do this. Like, if you're going to go out and cheat, I don't want to hear from it after. I want to know, like, this is the perspective. I'm looking at so-and-so. I'm thinking it might happen. At least give me a heads up. I don't want to be blindsided. I've been blindsided enough times. This is going on, that's going on. I find out afterwards. I didn't want that. Where once I let him out of the basket, it was like, wow, and then I look at, now I'm at the point where I can look at people or talk to people in general and be like, okay, I don't have to put them in that basket anymore. And maybe that's my perspective on it, is that when you lump them into different baskets, you're not giving them a chance to show you who they are, and we can't show you as whoever our perspective in the relationship is, or who are looking to get into a relationship with. We're not giving them a chance, and they're not giving us a chance, because we're already lumped in these two baskets. Here's a man, here's a woman. You know, all women are this way, and all men are this way. And that's actually what the perspective of the whole video was, and I'm sorry I rambled and rambled. You have to stop looking at all men are this way and all women are this way and let them out. And yes, you are going to experience that some women need to be left in the basket and some men need to be left in the basket, but there's those few that need to come out and give them a chance to show you what they really are, and that they're not what people or society or whatever has made them out to be. That all men aren't asses, and they're not nasty, and they're not abusive, and they do treat their women like princesses and give them whatever they want, or give them things they don't even ask for. And on the other hand, there are women out there that treat their men like kings and don't ask for anything, and know that if they're out working, that they're going to come home and they're going to be, have a home cooked meal and a clean house and blah blah blah. That was the whole point of the video, is that stop lumping whoever it is in a basket and not giving that other perspective a chance, or looking at it from that perspective that, hey, this might not be the same as you've already had. Alright, I'm sorry for rambling, but I had to get that out there because it was really, really getting on me, because I am not like that list says and I need all that. I can't see how some women can be so manipulative and nasty that they need all that, or they can't be in a relationship. Anyway,